Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for June 27th, 2014. It's currently 10:25 a.m. It is absolutely beautiful out, and it's a Friday. Gee, we've been in this trend for almost the entire start of summer, and it's very, very nice. And by the way, I got some great news for the 4th of July weekend as well. So let's get into this forecast. Temperatures right now are in the lower to mid 70s throughout the New York City metropolitan area and lower to mid 70s, even a few upper 70s in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. We have winds around from the north to northeast around 5 miles per hour as high pressure is in control with scattered cloud cover to a little bit of haze in the atmosphere here and there. The humidity is starting to fall off. The dew points are crashing through the 50s. They were in the 60s earlier this morning. They're falling back into the 50s. And by this afternoon, it is going to feel outstanding with dew points in the mid to upper 50s and high temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s along the immediate coast and lower to mid 80s in your urban locations and in the interior. And when you have dew points that are in the 50s, even right around 60 degrees is really nice this time of year. With temperatures in the 80s, it just feels, well, very pleasant outside. And certainly not oppressive with the higher humidity that we had yesterday. So some great news for this upcoming weekend, and the reason why is because of this. This Canadian high pressure system, which will shift from southeastern Canada, or what we call the St. Lawrence River Valley, which is right about here, to the New England coastal waters will dominate the weather pattern for this weekend, providing clear skies to sky cloud cover for the most part. There is a very extremely isolated, small, minute chance of a shower in the afternoon, but I guess you can kind of figure out it's a very small threat. Otherwise, excellent weather conditions will be in place with this high pressure system in control, and what you can expect as a result is very low humidity this weekend. Again, dew points in the mid to upper 50s from the morning to the evening. That's going to lead to low temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s, high temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s right along the immediate coast on Long Island, lower to mid 80s everywhere else. When you walk outside, it's just going to feel refreshing. You could turn off the air conditioner, leave your windows open. It's going to be amazing out. Another perfect weekend. The way things are lining up with this weather pattern, it's going to continue on, by the way. The weeks are, well, unsettled, unbearable, annoying, with showers, thunderstorms, high humidity. The weekends, though, starting with a Friday and continue on sometimes into a Monday, are perfect, which means that if you have vacation plans or expecting a long weekend, it lines up perfectly. We've been very lucky. So, looks like this pattern is going to continue for the next several weeks going forward. I want to point out this area low pressure here. Some people were asking, hey, could this become tropical? I'm going to show you in just a moment here why I have some serious doubts of anything developing out of that low pressure system in a tropical sense. Let's take a look at the radar. Hey, nothing really happening. High and dry, but you can see these little disturbances here and there that could pop off an isolated shower, but really not really anything of a significant threat whatsoever. On the infrared satellite picture, high pressures in complete control. Here's an example of one of those little disturbances, but a little weak trough here. Again, not really expecting anything of significance. This high pressure system will remain in control. Now, this same high pressure system that will produce excellent weather conditions for this weekend, unfortunately, will introduce us to hazy, hot, and humid weather conditions to start next week, making Tuesday and Wednesday rather uncomfortable. But I got some good news again for the upcoming 4th of July weekend. Now, why do I have doubts of any type of tropical development off of the coast of North Carolina? Very simple. You see these strong winds here? And you see this dry air here diving southward? These two factors are very unfavorable for any tropical development. If something lingers out there for like a week or two, yeah, you could get some sort of minor development. But honestly, look at all this strong wind shear here. You do not want to see this if you're trying to develop a tropical system. So if there's any threat whatsoever, and this is why I barely mentioned it in the premium tropical discussion, it's going to take a very long time to develop in some very hostile conditions. This environment that we see here on the water vapor satellite picture is the exact opposite of what you want to look for if you want to see an active tropical hurricane season for the Atlantic. And it clearly does not look like it's going to be changing anytime soon. As far as the water vapor itself, this is our trough diving towards the Canadian Maritimes. We're on the back edge of this trough here. You can see with the winds kind of converging here right over the mid-Atlantic. That supports our strong high pressure system. This trough will shift out into the Atlantic, which means that the support for this high pressure system will shift off into the Atlantic with it, and that is going to lead to a southwesterly flow by the time we get to the start of this week and transport all this hot and humid air that is building in the plains in the southeast and the Gulf Coast right into the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. And that unfortunately is going to lead to a very unsettled and uncomfortable start to next week. But this cold front right here will slowly reach the region by Wednesday night. And by Thursday, we'll start to clear out. Our temperatures will fall off. And guess what? The same conditions that we're going to see this weekend are going to line up just right for next weekend as well. So looks like the 4th of July weekend is going to be absolutely perfect around the entire region. So let's take a look at the latest model guidance using the European model guidance here for this evening. Again, high pressure is in control. Temperatures will top off in the lower to mid 80s away from the coast, upper 70s to lower 80s along the coast for highs this afternoon. Lows tonight will fall off into the upper 50s to lower 60s. For tomorrow, high pressure is in control once again. Notice it's starting to shift off the coast here. Winds are going to be light and variable for the most part, veering to the southeast in the afternoon around 5 miles per hour. Temperatures on Saturday will once again range from the lower to mid 80s away from the coast, upper 70s to lower 80s on Long Island and along the coast. Again, a beautiful weekend, and the same scenario sets up for Sunday. Again, the high pressure system is shifting a little bit further off the coast here, so we're going to start seeing winds veering by the afternoon and evening hours to the south and the southwest at all levels of the atmosphere. Notice we have a ridge right over the northern mid-Atlantic as well. So I'm expecting dry conditions on Sunday throughout the entire region. Again, temperatures very comfortable, upper 50s to lower 60s for lows, lower to mid 80s for highs, dew points in the 50s, which means it's going to be beautiful outside. Then the party comes to an end on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And the reason why is that we're going to have that ridge lock in off the coast and transport that southwesterly wind. Now let me show you at 240 hours here. You can see that very clearly with the wind here coming from the Gulf of Mexico right up the east coast, transporting all that hot and humid weather conditions. The good news is that the cold front clears out by Thursday morning. So Wednesday into Thursday morning, look for showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Looking for upper 60s to lower 70s for lows. Just the start of that just sounds sticky and uncomfortable. High temperatures on Monday will range from the mid to upper 80s as we start to warm up. Then Tuesday and Wednesday, upper 80s to lower 90s. And with the higher humidity, it's going to feel more like the mid 90s, possibly even a few upper 90s mixed in there. So it's not exactly going to be very comfortable out there. With the higher humidity and warmer temperatures, there's also going to be a threat for showers and thunderstorms, widely scattered on Tuesday, more concentrated on Wednesday with the cold front, Wednesday evening into early Thursday morning, showers and thunderstorms. Low temperatures on Thursday will range from the upper 60s to lower 70s because we still have that humid air mass in place. But then on Thursday, with high pressure building in, we'll see skies clear out on Thursday with scattered cloud cover expected. Temperatures range from the lower to mid 80s for highs by Thursday afternoon. So you're going to definitely notice a difference between the morning hours and the afternoon hours. Still some lingering humidity, but by the evening hours, you're going to have dew points falling from the lower 60s back down into the mid to upper 50s. And then for next weekend, let's jump to the 7 to 10 day forecast here on the European guidance. Notice we get a trough that's going to be building into the northeast and the northern mid-Atlantic. And this trough is going to lead to a northwesterly wind pattern over the northern mid-Atlantic, which is convergent, which means high pressure generally is going to be in control. Now you're going to have waves of cold fronts move through, but for the most part, very comfortable weather conditions will be in place, with upper 50s to lower 60s for lows and lower to mid 80s for highs. That is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather at Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and LinkedIn. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.